Hi everybody, this is another video tutorial on how to hang clothing items. There's only one thing that I'm going to mention that is mandatory. That's the way the hanger needs to be. And the other ones are just suggestions. We want to make sure that your items stay on the hanger. So the only thing that is, would say like mandatory is the hanger has to be like a question mark, okay? We want all the hangers to face the same way, and this is the correct way. So when you're looking at the item, it should look like a question mark. Okay, so the rest are suggestions. And this is just based on experience, what works for me. So totally optional, but definitely helpful. So typically when I see an item that might fall from the hanger, I put a safety pin on one of the shoulders. This is a two-piece item. Luckily, I have some of these pan hangers, and you also want to make sure that these two stay together. In this case, sorry if it becomes out of focus, I used a rubber band to keep them all together. Again, these are all supplies that you can find at the dollar store or Target, Walmart. This one, and it gets tricky when the items are bigger sizes because then the opening is a little bit bigger and there's a risk of the hanger falling out. So I typically put just a little safety pin here to keep it in place. You can see this, I did it for this sweater as well, especially when they're heavy, like this one is a little bit heavier. So I just put one on each side. This one I didn't do it. Maybe I tested it and realized that maybe the opening is not that big and it'll stay. But just for an added security. This one is also very small, so it doesn't need like a safety pin. So I'm sure it'll stay. Now, where it can get a little bit tricky are like pants. Like I don't have enough hangers for pants, so this works well. So you put a safety pin on each side. Let me flip it so you can see it better. So I typically put a safety pin on each side, and this is something that I started doing. I usually loop a rubber band through the back loop onto the hook of the hanger, and it'll definitely stay in place, like it won't fall off. And even if this comes undone, the safety pins, this will stay. This will make it stay. Okay, so again, these are this is optional. I mean, you have to do this in order for the pants, staying on the hanger. Okay, same for this. As you can see, this is even a smaller hanger, so you want to put it closer. So one here, and then it also helps that to loop a rubber band through the back loop. You also want to make sure that all the buttons are buttoned down, zippers, everything. You want to make sure your item looks good, okay?